Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And so today I'm going to kind of show you guys how I customize my Pixel 8a with Evolution X 9.3. So this was a requested video to see what kind of things you can do with the customization on this device. And so you guys can see I'm going with a Pac-Man theme because I do have it set up where the under display fingerprint sensor is the Pac-Man icon. Of course, during a screen record, if I shut off the screen, it's not going to really show you that. So can't really show you all that. I'll have to add in an additional clip here. But going forward, so you guys can see it is not literally stock at all. You have all these different things that you can do. And so we'll just get into it right now. But what you can do is, we'll go to settings, and there's the evolver. I was actually in the evolver already, but just kind of show you guys real quick. So it's my Pixel 8a, Android 14, and there you have the info, Evolution X, Android 14, 9.3. August 5th security patch for both the Android security update and the vendor security patch level. You got the kernel version down there. You can flash a different kernel if you want, but if it does any damage to your device, the developers won't help you. They advise not to use an aftermarket kernel, but you can if you want, especially if you know what you're doing. So anyways, so here is the evolver. This is the entire section dedicated into customizing the user interface on Evolution X, right? So you have themes, lock screen, status bar, quick settings, notifications, gestures, power menu, buttons, miscellaneous, and about. So we'll go into each of these, and I'll just briefly explain what they are. Themes isn't exactly what it applies, so you're not actually putting like a downloaded theme from the Play Store onto this. All this really is just an overall customization of the user interface. Like Monet settings just basically deals with like the lighting on the display. They're not drastic changes, so it's not like going from like a cooler display theme to like a warmer display. It's supposed to kind of be like that, I'm assuming, but it's just subtle lighting in the background. Nothing that's going to be like completely eye-catching. System fonts, exactly what it is. You have so much fonts you can choose from, and this is a system-wide font change, so everything will become that font, whatever you choose. The lock screen clock font, so I know that Android 14 also has it natively built in, but you can also fudge around with it with some different ones that is not available in Android 14 and just kind of make it your own. So that's always nice. And like I'll show you when I add in that extra clip of the in-display fingerprint sensor at the end. But then you can go into icons in itself. And in this section, it deals with it on a drastic level or on an individual level. So system icons, obviously what it is, it's going to be system-wide at the top top notification, sorry. But you choose any of these and the top will be automatically set to that. Now, if you want an individual control of it, you can. So like, going here, it's your app icon shapes. You can choose whichever one resonates with you for a nice design. Then you got the signal, which is like, for your cellular, connectivity. You have all these different styles. You guys see I have Ninja Blade kind of turned on, but let's pick something else just for fun. So let's go with, let's see here. Well, I mean, kind of like this one. Let's do the waffle. And as you guys can see, it changed over to the waffle at the top right. So that's a signal icon. You can also do the same for the Wi-Fi icon. I guess we'll change that up too so you guys can see. So let's kind of just go with, this one looks pretty cool. We'll do the tower. And now those have been changed. So navigation bar icons, obviously, if you're doing 3-button nav, you can choose any one of these. It's even got the old Moto style. It's got the Nexus style. It's got the One UI style, the old Samsung from TouchWiz style. OnePlus, it's there, so you can definitely make it your own. And then you have the under-display fingerprint sensor, which I have it set to Pac-Man. So when my screen is locked and I'm going to unlock my device, that little icon right there with the Pac-Man, that's what shows where I place my thumb to unlock my device. What kind of goes along with it is the under display fingerprint sensor animation. I got the Pac-Man one, so when I do tap it to unlock my device, the little ghost chasing Pac-Man, it just does like a animated ring around when I touch the screen to let me know that it registered my touch and it's unlocking. So you have that screen off animations, just when you turn off the screen, the little animation it makes, not a whole big deal. And then the brightness slider, obviously you guys see at the bottom right there, the brightness slider normally doesn't look like that, but I have it set to that. So that's for themes. Now, when you're going into lock screen, this gives you a little bit of information, right? So like I have charging stats turned on, which is super cool. Some people may not like that, but I do. I like seeing, you know, like the voltage, watt, and temperature as my device is charging. So it's on the lock screen and it shows. You have what's called pulse, which, you know, audio graphic equalizer on the navigation bar. So you can turn those on if you want to. I don't really mess with those, but you know, for the fingerprint sensor, you know, you have the ripple animation. When you touch it, it makes a ripple effect. I also have it to where when the screen is off, the Pac-Man logo kind of shows. And since, you know, I'm not having the screen on full brightness, I don't have to worry about screen burn-in. But I have that turned on, so if I just really need to quickly tap it to unlock it, I know exactly where it's at on the display. Authentication success vibration, so it vibrates when it's authenticated, and it vibrates if there's an error, like if it didn't read my thumbprint. And I got pocket detection turned on, so it does not have, you know, false ghost touches while in my pocket. Okay, so you got status bar here. This pretty much is like the status bar tuner. Allows you to kind of just, you know, mess around with it. Like, I can choose what shows up at the top. So I can like have like, you know, like if I connect a Bluetooth earbud, it'll show up on the top. And I have most of them turned off, things that I really don't care to see. I'm not really too worried about it. So like if I turn off Wi-Fi, it hides the Wi-Fi. If I turn it back on, it's there. So yeah, you can mess with those and set that up. The battery style, I have it, if it is turned on, I have it turned to circle, but because I have a widget, I don't really need the battery on the very top right corner. And so I have it actually hidden. Clock and date, I also have it hidden. But you can put it anywhere on the screen. It could be on the left, it could be on the right side. If you have a device that has the selfie hole punch out on the left corner, you can put the clock in the center. Totally up to you. Data disabled indicator, display an indicator next to the signal icon when data is disabled. So those will show that. Replace LTE with 4G. So if you're not a fan of just having the LTE logo at the top, you'd rather would have it say 4G. You can force that when you're in LTE mode, and it'll just show 4G instead of 5G. Wi-Fi standard, you can have that displayed up there. Bluetooth battery status, I have it turned on, so anytime I have like earbuds or anything connected to it, it will show a little mini battery icon next to it, next to the Bluetooth logo, letting me know how much battery it has. Colored icons is when you get like a notification at the, you know, the very top left, it shows a little icon of like maybe like Messenger or Google Messenger or whatever it may be, but it'll show the actual colored icon rather than just like a black and white icon. You can choose where you want the logo position, because there is a logo that you can have. So I have it turned on. Logo positions on the left corner. So the far left corner, if you see the little Pac-Man ghost character, it's because that's what I chose to be my logo. But there's like many different ones. Spider-Man, ROG, Xbox, Ninja, Robot, Iron Man, Captain America. Like you can get pretty creative with it. And yeah, so network traffic monitor, I have that, as you can see, next up to the where it shows like the device is on vibration mode. You'll see the data traffic, the uplink and the downlink in real time as it's happening. And then you also have like privacy indicators. You can have like the microphone camera indicator come on. You can have the location indicator come on. I have them turned off. I'm not too worried about that. And then you got the battery bar. And on this one here, you can actually put it on the notification. It creates like a light at the very top, or a line. And you can see it as your battery's depleting. It starts to go down from right to left. Really don't need it because, like I said, I have a battery widget, so I'm not all too concerned about that. And so when you go into quick settings, here's where you have like the different styles. So you see right here, I have color pop. That's the style that I have. So that's why when I swipe down, You see like mobile data and Wi-Fi, screen record, like all those have like different a color tint to it. I think that's like pretty cool. You can hide the label if you want to and only show the icon and the tile. So let's turn that on just real quick and we'll give it a shot and let's see what happens. So now when you look at the quick setting tiles, now it just shows an icon symbol. It does not show like, you know, mobile data, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. Now it's just icons, which I'm just going to leave it at that. I think that's more cleaner look than having those words. You can, you know, fudge around with the size and display of it. Totally up to you. You have all this customizations right here. Brightness slider, only show when expanded. So you can do that, or you can have it to where it always shows. So when you swipe down, it'll show right there. Swipe down again, and it's at the bottom for the brightness. And yeah, you have like, you know, the ability to show the brightness icon. You have you know, the data usage, floating clear all button. So you have that there. As far as animations, you actually can choose the style of like turning off something. So like I have it set to flip. You can have it rotate or no animation. And what that means is I'll turn off my Wi-Fi, but you see how it just spun like that? Click it again and it flips. So that is how you get that set up. And you have the rest of the stuff here. Secure quick setting tiles require unlock. Hide on secure lock screen. So you can, you know, make sure that no one can pull it down if you're at the lock screen, which I should probably turn that on. But Bluetooth auto on, so you can have it to where Bluetooth automatically turns on in quick settings if you want. I don't do that. So for notifications, you have these cool little things here. Heads up, which is like a little notification that pops up just below the selfie camera. And you can do it in the iOS island notification style if you want. And they have this thing called less boring display pop-up notifications only for alarm, dialer, or messaging app. So you can have majority of the stuff that pops up on your display not shown unless it's one of those. You have, you know, with the interface edge light up the slide edges of the screen and notification pulse. So you can have that turned on. Kill app, show a kill app button in the notifications, long press menu. So you can, you know, kill an app from running in background if you want to. And then alert while display on. So you have those in notifications. Gestures is pretty much what it is. You have brightness control that you can swipe at the top. So instead of just dropping down the notification to brighten the display or dim it, you could just run your finger across, you know, the top of the display between the display and bezel, slide it from left to right, just run your finger across from it, and it will adjust the brightness. So I'll do that right now. Brightness up, brightness down, and all I'm doing is just touching the top of the display. I went a little too dim, so let me just bring it back up. You have, you know, things that you could do with like the gestures, like shake gestures. I turned that off because I had it to where it would turn on the flashlight, but it was doing it too frequently, so I just keep it off now. But you got like 3-finger swipe gestures. You got 3-finger long press gestures. So those are pretty cool. Obviously, you know what they are and what they do. Power menu allows you to customize when you hold the power button. For the advanced menu, you have advanced reboot screenshots. You can turn on the go mode. You can have it where you can turn on airplane mode. You have a button for lockdown where it locks down your device so that no one can really get into it until you yourself unlock it. You got emergency mode, and then you have like device controls. You can control devices from your power menu that's, you know, connected on your Wi-Fi. So like, you know, smart TV, you know, smart light bulbs, those things. Buttons is just pretty much that. So layout, normal, compact, left-leaning, right-leaning. You can invert the buttons at the bottom. So the 3-button nav. And then with miscellaneous, it's just miscellaneous stuff like component spoofing. If you want to spoof, you know, bypass app restrictions by spoofing components to the apps. Ignore wallpaper dimming requests. Unlimited screen record. You can go beyond 15 gigabyte file size. Allow application downgrades, but that can cause issues. So like all this is tied into the custom ROM itself. So yeah, I wouldn't suggest downgrading any apps. It would cause some issues. But if you need to, then the custom ROM will allow it. And then of course ignore Windows secure flags. So you can turn that on if you want to. Last section is about. This is the way that you can stay in touch with the people from Evolution X, their website, their Discord, Twitter, GitHub, and then it shows you the contributors. So Joey Ob, founder and lead developer. But yeah, this is Evolution X 9.3 customization options in a nutshell. Pretty long video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed what I had to say. Thanks for checking it out, and talk to you on the next one. Peace.